Hi everyone, this is Alicia from Prolong Lash. Today we're going to talk about fixing another lash artist's work. The cosmetic and beauty industry is ever growing and the competition is real. Although we all know there is enough work for everyone, growing your existing clientele is always good for business. But what happens when a client shows up at your salon with a less than ideal set of eyelash extensions due to someone else's work? When presented with this, it's best to empathise with your client's situation and maintain a professional approach to dealing with the problem. Let's go through some tips that we think can help. Tip number 1, never say never. When a panicking client comes to you to save their irreparable lashes, don't turn them down. You can help. Showing empathy to your client's lash problems and finding a solution is a great way to exhibit your expertise and grow your business. When assessing their current lash job, explain the problem in detail with professional statements such as, "Unfortunately, your extensions haven't been applied in a way that's in line with industry standard and the application is not safe for your natural lashes." Avoiding language that may insult the client or put their current lash artist down. Replacing the lashes with a new set and educating the client on how this solution will resolve their lash issues should solve the problem. The key is to be upfront about what needs to be done and fix the problem. No surprises. Tip number 2, avoid putting down her current lash artist's work. You may have a client walk into your salon to do a refill because her current lash artist is unavailable, so this one time the client has turned to you as backup. You lay them down to do their lashes and you know that the lashes are unsalvageable, but you must be the bearer of bad news. Tricky, right? Because they may love their current lash artist. The first thing you could do is take a few close-up shots of their lashes, with their permission of course, and then show them the photos in comparison to photos of your own work. Having this reference point will give your client a clear idea of what you're telling them. They may listen to your advice, or sometimes they may not be open to your suggestions and may want to stick with just a refill. You need to make a call on what you're comfortable with doing. If the lashes are simply unworkable, you may need to draw a hard line in the sand and make the client choose between a complete replacement or finding somewhere else to go. If the lashes are safe but simply not to your taste, consider meeting the client halfway and refilling their set. But use the time with them to work on your relationship, apply the best set that you can, and you never know, you may just gain a new client. The next tip, solve their problems. A client may have 101 reasons to be dissatisfied with their lash artist and they come to you for a solution. Your job is to solve their problems. Follow the drill. Assess, take photos, show them what's wrong and offer solutions. Educating your client on how poorly applied lashes impact their natural lashes will help your client make informed decisions. Share with your clients, educate them, and then they will know that they are in expert hands. The next tip, don't be afraid to say no. As a lash artist, you can only do so much. Sometimes clients may come in with damaged lashes or lashes you can't work on. Lashes that weren't isolated correctly or maybe stuck together, they haven't been attached properly or are too heavy for the natural lashes to bear. It's best to be honest about these situations, and if you fear it will cause premature shedding of their lashes, damage their hair follicles, or cause ongoing lash damage, not working on them may be the best way to show a client that you care. And my last tip is about styling. Sometimes you may have a refill client who's had their lashes done by another artist. While the lashes are perfectly applied, it may not be your choice of style. If the client's coming to you and they're thrilled with the look of their current lash style, you may consider making a few adjustments to your styling standards. There is the downside here. You may feel a sense of loss of ownership of your work because the result may not reflect your style. But you never know. Sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone is like going on an adventure. The bottom line is that there's not a hard and fast styling rule. If you can work with your client, gain their trust, and prove your expertise, they will come to trust your suggestions, including what lash maps might suit them best. We know you take pride in your lash outcomes, and sometimes when clients come to you, you may feel iffy about taking on another lash artist's job. In the face of a crisis, when you exhibit yourself as a business that has prowess to resolve issues, you gain a client and prove that you are a business that deeply cares for your customers. So go ahead and do a damn good job of it.